in the country, almost 4 a game, and Gaines and these guards of LSU are going to come downhill at you hard. You got to be able to stay in front of them. If you can't, it's going to cause rotations. And the team that is constantly in rotation tonight, trying to catch up, trying to help, is going to be at a great disadvantage defensively.
Foul went on Zeb Jasper, his first on Auburn, and Gaines, who's an 86% free throw shooter, missed the first. You see what he's looking into there in the end zone inside Auburn Arena. Makes 1 of 2, and LSU is on the board first. Starting 5 for the Auburn Tigers: K.D. Johnson, the transfer from Georgia; Jabari Smith, the fabulous freshman; Zeb Jasper, Walker Kessler, the transfer from North Carolina; and Allen Flanigan back in the starting lineup for the first time this season, playing in just his 2nd game this year, recovering from an Achilles injury.
What a luxury to have. You lose Cambridge, you bring in a potential all-SEC player.
LSU trying to get out in transition, and Auburn turns them over, and now it's Auburn who wants to play fast the other way. Flanigan on the drive, draws the foul. That one will go against Efton Reed for LSU, and a couple of free throws coming up for Allen Flanigan.
Make no mistake about it. They're coming at you. You turn this ball over, both these teams are coming downhill at you. Flanigan is a strong, powerful player that can finish and get your opponent in a lot of trouble. The physique
misses. It just completely changed, right?
Oh man. I mean, I knew him in Little Rock kid, and the transformation of this young man, you know, it is just, I mean, he has put in some serious work.
So lane violation will wave that one off. You see the timeline for the return for Allen Flanigan. Had surgery for the Achilles on the 3rd of September. Named first-team preseason All-SEC. Did not practice until December 6th. Played in Auburn's last game against Lipscomb on the 22nd. And now he is in the starting lineup for Bruce Pearl and the Auburn Tigers. Gaines into the lane, and how about the block from Kessler?
He's going to get a lot of those, and you got to go into him hard and strong. You can't hesitate, double pump, and clutch. Those won't get it done.
Walker Kessler leads the SEC, 3.8 blocks per game. He's 3rd nationally in that category. Flanigan out front. And he's fouled on the drive. This one will be on the floor.
It's going to be very interesting, Richard, with all the switching that these teams do. The one-on-one, the little guy on the perimeter being guarded by the big guy, and then can they move the ball and get the big guy in the post versus the little guy?
Kessler kicks it out of the lane.
There's a little on big in the post. They couldn't get it to him.
Shot clock down to 5. Long 3 on the way. Jabari Smith short, and it's going to be LSU ball going the other way. First shot of the game for Jabari Smith. LSU going with Xavier Pinson. Eric Gaines getting his first start of the year tonight. Darius Days, Milani Wilkinson, and Efton Reed. Brandon Murray had started every game so far this season. He'll come off the bench. About an 8-man rotation for LSU.
Both teams are not afraid to play a lot of people. And you say 8-man, but when we brought that up with Will Wade today, he said, yeah, I mean, it's not as many as Auburn, but we play guys, you know, on our average right around 20, 22 minutes a game, 8 guys. And so a lot of guys get a lot of opportunities.
K.D. Johnson gives the Auburn fans something to cheer about with a triple. And Auburn is in front for the first time in this game. Johnson shooting 31% from behind the arc. All 3 of Auburn's field goal attempts from deep so far. Here's Days, pull up 3, hand in his face, shoots an air ball.
Just no penetration by LSU early on. Anything effective to get those help situations where you can draw and kick for open shots, driving opportunities, or advantages in the post.
LSU nearly had a steal. Instead, it is a foul that's going to go on Mwani Wilkinson. Johnson had the open look, knocked it out.
Just transition. Both these teams are going to pull up and shoot in transition off of steals, off of turnovers, looking for that quick, easy three.
Smith in the high post finds Kessler. A little high-low action, and Kessler draws the foul. That is 4 fouls on LSU in 3 minutes and 4 seconds to start this ball game.
And they talked about, Will Wade did, about the communication on defense with all the switching, with all the stunting that they're going to try to do and show and help and things. Auburn's going to come out and try to slip screens. They're going to do things quick, show you one thing, come away and show you another thing. But if you're trying to switch, you got to come together. You got to talk. You got to stay together as one unit. That time, the backside defense has no idea where Kessler's coming. Flashes right down the middle of the lane. Gets a point-blank shot at the rim.
And how about Kessler over the last 3 games? 15 points, 5 blocks, shooting 70% from the field, and he's in pretty good company. You got to go back to Anthony Davis to find a 3-game stretch like that. Efton Reed working inside against Kessler. Tries to get up in him, but Kessler gets another block. That's 2 so far tonight for Walker Kessler down low. And open on the wing. But a turnover by Auburn.
And that block shot by Kessler on Reed right there. Young fella, 5-star recruit out of IMG. Going to be a great player. When you're playing against a dude that size, you better move him. You better get him going one way, come back the other way, get him up in the air. You're not going to just take a little crab dribble and go right up over him. You got to really try to get him moving and try to get around him.
One and done trip for LSU. Shooting woes early for the LSU Tigers. 0 of 5 from the field to start the game. The only point coming from the free throw line when Gaines made 1 of 2 early on. Xavier Pinson had to go to the bench with his 2nd foul.
That's big. I mean, he is a catalyst for this team. And you asked today Will Wade about, who do you really trust? And before you even got trust out, for late game and handling this crowd, he said Pinson before you got trust out. I mean, they got to have him tonight.
Well, one thing that LSU did not want to do was fall behind early, because Will Wade said this may be the best home court advantage in all of college basketball. It certainly is in the SEC. Well, the whistle with the player down. Fans wanted the play to continue. An early 5-point lead for Auburn on the Plains in the SEC opener.
When you power your immune system with Mega Food supplements, everyday moments are revealed in a new light. Because when you feel healthy, your world is more vibrant than ever. It's why we craft our high-quality immune supplements by pairing vitamins and minerals with real food and herbs. Power your immune system and illuminate your health with C Defense gummies, zinc tablets, and more from Mega Food.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Sarah, you said you were buying a car today.
Dad, it's 4 a.m.
Yeah, I stayed up and crunched all the numbers.
I already used Capital One Auto Navigator. I found my car online and got pre-qualified instantly.
Oh, online, honey, now that can affect your credit score.
It didn't, Dad. Then I got my real rate and monthly payment. Now I just need to head to the dealership for a test drive and purchase.
Sounds easy.
Yeah, it is.
Well, since we're both up, who wants French toast? What's in your wallet?
Dion, hand it over. Now, how does that make you feel?
Like a part of me is missing.
Gabrielle?
This Old Spice Fiji hand and body lotion has me smoother than ever.
That's what it does.
At Lowe's, with endless ways to organize what you need, you'll find some of the peace of mind you want at prices you really want. Start the year fresh at Lowe's. Shop Lowe's Store and Save event now, in-store and online.
We love our new home. Lots of windows, great light.
But the birds. They're back.
Yes, I hear them.
Uh-oh. Why are these birds so angry?
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
I'm going. Ah!
Hurry!
I know.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
This is the move right here. Boom. Boom.
My turn. My bag of chips for your crunch wrap.
I think we have different definitions of sharing.
Next time you can divvy it up.
Wow. So generous.
Not quite 2 months into the college basketball season, only 5 unbeatens left across the country. Currently, you've got Colorado State and Southern Cal in COVID pauses. Baylor and Iowa State are going to play coming up on Saturday. LSU, though, one of the undefeateds, and Will Wade knew that this was going to be a difficult environment to walk into.
Everybody gets it. Here's the thing. Everybody gets excited because we did that. That's not working next Wednesday at Auburn in that environment. We go down there and cough the ball up like that, the roof's caving in. They'll be hanging from the rafters up there. It's the toughest environment in our league.
It feels like they're hanging from the rafters.
See, I can see down the road. I don't just live in the present. I live for what reality is.
So that was Will Wade meeting with the media earlier this week. He said they'll be hanging from the rafters if we turn it over. They have not made a shot in the first 4 minutes plus of this game.
Auburn's hands and feet are just outstanding defensively.
That's a miss from the corner for Alex Fudge off the bench. Tari Eason has come into the game as well. And Will Wade has thrown us a curveball early in this game, Joe Klein. Number 11 is on the floor, Justice Williams. He's a 170-pound freshman from Philadelphia that has not had a single dribble this season. This is his LSU debut. He reclassified from the 22 to the 21 class, and nice spot to make your college basketball debut.
Thanks, Coach. I mean, he must have had a heck of a practices over Christmas break. That's all I can say, because I've watched 3 or 4 of their games and haven't seen it.
LSU fortunate right now to only be 5 down in this game. In a tough environment, they have not been able to make a shot so far tonight. 0 of 8 to begin the game.
Richard,
and fouls already becoming an issue, Joe.
They're not getting anything going downhill. Again, you know, Will Wade talked to us about, you know, getting teams in rotation defensively. That means you got to beat and win your one-on-one battles or create situations in the post where you have to get a double team and then play out of that. And they just have really not been able to get anything going into the paint that has caused Auburn to be in any kind of serious rotation defensively.
Wendell Green, sophomore from Detroit, with the ball in his hands, working to the baseline. How about a reverse? And he gets it high off the glass. Wendell Green Jr. with a bucket.
Yeah, that's too easy now. You got to get some help. You got to be able to stay in front of your man. Way too easy.
Auburn forces 16.5 turnovers per game. They just forced another one. It's an 8-0 run for Auburn. Only 1 loss this season for the Auburn Tigers. It was a double overtime loss to a good UConn team. Took around inside, and LSU was able to secure the rebound.
Auburn's done a great job so far. Give them credit for transition defense.
Foul underneath. This one will go on Chris Moore for Auburn. Bruce Pearl, 8th season in Auburn, 147 wins, 27th season overall. He's won 690 games. second among SEC coaches in active winning percentage. You see 3 different Division I teams to the Sweet 16.
He's the poster child for intensity. I mean, he gets after it. I mean, he brings energy into our interviews. I mean, in practice, in the game, he coaches hard and wants his players to play hard, and they respond.
3 from the wing, contested, and another shot that won't go down for LSU. Long 3 on the way. This one won't go. Heat check there for Wendell Green.
That was from Montgomery.
Darius Days on the drive, has it blocked by Kessler. If you're keeping count at home, that is 3 in 6.5 minutes of this ball game.
I mean, you've got to get into a shot blocker, and you've got to get him moving and then try to come back the other way. You cannot just drive downhill, and if he has you sealed off, just try to shoot something over him. You got to give a ball fake, a pivot, look for somebody else cutting. He's going to block every one of those.
Almost 7 minutes in, LSU does not have a basket, and now they've got another turnover, a slip and a fall on the floor. Tari Eason went down. Will Wade, how about that? 39 wins in the SEC in the last 3 years. That's tops in the league. The 12-0 start, the best since the 99-2000 season. Will Wade teams have won everywhere in the SEC except Auburn Arena and Memorial Gymnasium in Nashville. Has not gotten a win on the road against Auburn or Vanderbilt in his 5 seasons in Baton Rouge.
See Pinson coming back in. They've got to get something going. They need somebody to calm this team down offensively, get them into some that will work for them. Right now, a lot of one-on-one.
And an easy and one there for Walker Kessler. I mean, one big step, and he is laying it over the rim. Chance for a 3-point play.
And again, you don't see the hands and the contesting of passes that we have seen throughout last year. The passing the ball. Will Wade really wants his defenders to get up into the man with the ball. That time, just too easy of a look. Very, not much pressure defensively, not much resistance right now from a defense that ranks 2nd in the country in scoring.
So a 3-point play for Kessler. He's got 4, and Auburn is up 10. It's an 11-0 run over the last 4 minutes and 53 seconds, and LSU is still looking for its first bucket of the game. They've started 0 of 10 from the field. Efton Reed working against Kessler, shoots it over an air ball. Even when he doesn't get a block, Joe, he's altering the shot.
And they don't have to help. They can stay at home on the perimeter because they know he can move his feet in front of his guy, and then shooting over him is next to impossible.
Kessler inside, this time a turnaround jumper, and he gets it to fall. What an SEC start for Walker Kessler, the transfer from North Carolina.
But he's a different player than what he was at North Carolina just because of maturity, but he's really responded to some really good coaching.
Blocking foul on Auburn. Jalen Williams picks up the foul. The Walker Kessler show early. The sophomore from Noonan, Georgia. Getting it done on the defensive end and showing you some skills on the offensive end.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can I ask you a question? Am I out of focus?
You're fine.
Yeah, but I'm all blurry.
Well, you're supporting cast.
What?
The camera's focus is drawing the audience's attention to this scene's most important character. Me.
So by shifting the focus, now you're blurry and I'm sharp.
It appears so.
Guess that makes me more important than you.
No, it doesn't.
A lion! Ah, yes, the king of the jungle. Time for a Red Bull. Red Bull? Still, you'll never be faster than a lion. I don't have to be quicker than the lion, just faster than you. Red Bull gives you wings.
This holiday season, give your family the gift that keeps on going.
Her very own Energizer Bunny?
Energizer Ultimate Lithium. The #1 longest lasting AA battery.
I would want this Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap to wrap myself up in and keep me warm.
I'll do the same thing. I'm gonna warm up my little tortilla blanket.
Tortilla blanket, I like that. Sonic, Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap.
I'm already gonna have the spots on it. You already know what I mean?
At Hilton, check in, choose your room, and unlock your door, all in the Hilton app, thus preserving the rarest of species, the sleeping toddler. Book our family of brands at Hilton.com. To new memories, Hilton.
You're never responsible for unauthorized purchases on your Discover card.
Superstition ain't the way.
Alabama, Cincinnati, Michigan, and Georgia. One of these teams will make believers of us all.
Coming up next, it's the second game of our Hoops doubleheader. Number 19, Alabama hosting number 14, Tennessee, Coleman Coliseum in Tuscaloosa. But right now, it's a party on the plains. You got Albie and the athletics director, Alan Green, right up in the middle of it. Alan Green got to be excited about what he's seeing early on tonight. Auburn and LSU. 13-1, Auburn leading it over the LSU Tigers. LSU desperately looking for a bucket. Gaines can't convert. It's touched last by Mwani Wilkinson. And LSU is now 0 of 12 from the field. Number 24, Lior Berman into the game for Auburn. You got Flanagan back in. And Seth Jasper with the basketball top of the key, giving it off to Jabari Smith.
LSU's got to get back to what they do. They defend, get deflections, get the rebound, get the ball out and try to get something easy. Right now they're playing against a set defense, a fired up set defense.
Lior Berman, that ball was still hanging on the rim, and so it's goaltending, and Berman off the bench immediately gets a bucket. The junior from Birmingham played his high school ball at Mountain Brook.
Man, LSU's just on their heels. I mean, there's Auburn has come out punching and attacking, and they've just got LSU on their heels offensively, totally out of sync. Not the shot you want.
That's another miss. 0 of 13 for LSU. 0 of 8 from behind the arc. And Flanagan with the answer on the other end. It is all Auburn right now. The Tigers lead at 18-1. It's an 18-0 run over the last 7 minutes and 5 seconds. We're back to the Plains in 30 seconds.
As someone with hearing loss, I know what a confusing and frustrating experience getting hearing aids can be. That's why I founded Lively. High-quality hearing aids with all of the features you need and none of the hassle.
Lively offers Bluetooth FDA-regulated hearing aids delivered to your door for thousands less than you'd expect, and remote access to an audiology team 7 days a week.
Better hearing has never been this easy.
Try Lively risk-free for 100 days. Visit listenlively.com.
A 17-point lead for Auburn just over 9 minutes into this ball game. LSU had an early free throw. That has been it in terms of scoring. This has gone better than Bruce Pearl ever could have imagined. He was concerned about LSU's defense coming in. LSU, the #1 team in the country, according to KenPom, in defensive efficiency. Holding opponents, LSU is, to 84.3 points per 100 possessions. Nobody does it better in the country. Problem is LSU has not been able to score so far tonight. Darius Days looking for an answer, can't find one. You look at the run for the Auburn Tigers. They trailed 1-0, and it's been a rout ever since. Auburn riding an 8-game winning streak. Kessler couldn't handle that one, and the Tigers of Auburn turn it over. Xavier Pinson tries to lay it off, and nothing coming easy. That time it was Lior Berman who got the block. Open look for Pinson, too strong. He runs down the long rebound. He's got another look from three. This one won't go, and a foul on Darius Days. Or was it just knocked away by Days? Maybe not a foul on that. Joe talked about it earlier. LSU settling right now from the outside. 11 of their 16 attempts are from behind the arc. They are 0 of 11 from three. Meanwhile, Auburn's kind of mixed it up. A couple of made threes, but they've also got 10 paint points in the game. That was not a foul on Days. He was just calling for touching the ball last. That's what Pat Adams said underneath. Jabari Smith contested three off the front iron. He's 0 of 3 from behind the arc, but an offensive rebound for Kessler. Then he turned it over, tried to get rid of it in a hurry, and gave it away. Pinson out front, and he turns it over. And now Auburn a 2-on-1, but there's a steal back the other way. Tari Eason came up with the pickpocket. Now Eason on the drive, lays it up, gets it to fall. LSU finally makes a field goal. It's a chance for a three-point play for Tari Eason, who leads this team at a little better than 16 points per game. Eason getting it done on the defensive end and then says, I'll take it myself. Able to go by Flanagan and get the roll. Just the third foul of the game on Auburn. That one went on Flanagan. Eason finishes off the three-point play. I always wonder if you can just get that first one to fall after a big drought, can you get things going a little bit? Auburn pressing the issue on the opposite end. An aggressive drive by Wendell Green, and he's headed to the free throw line. See Wendell Green averaging almost 12 points per game. From the free throw line, an 82% shooter. Freshman All-America a year ago at Eastern Kentucky. He was on the ASUN newcomer team and was first team All-Conference in the Atlantic Sun last year. That foul put Auburn in the bonus. Wilkinson was charged with the foul a moment ago. It's his second. Richard Cross, Joe Klein with you on this opening night of SEC play, and it has been an impressive start for the Auburn Tigers, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, they just come out punching. I mean, they come out and attacking. Their energy is incredible. Their defense and their hands, and when they get the ball, here they come. And they're attacking, and they come at you in waves. They've got 11 guys, and they just keep on coming.
Extra pass and an easy finish there for Chris Moore off the feed from K.D. Johnson. Auburn harassing on the defensive end, and a big three. A big three from Mwani Wilkinson and LSU.
Well, they needed that. Man.
Miss, and the follow won't go, and now Pinson wants to push it. 2-on-2 break for the Tigers. Now it's 2-on-3. Wilkinson kicks it out. Darius Days, he got a three, and all of a sudden, here comes LSU.
Got the drive downhill on the break. Got Wilkinson in the corner for a three, and then they come right back with Pinson, make an extra pass, knock down back-to-back threes.
LSU, this one blocked. Touched last by Auburn, and so LSU will keep it on the offensive end. That was Dylan Cardwell that came up with the block.
Offense for deep, getting their offense from their defense. This is what they've done, really what both teams do all year. I mean, their staple is defense, turnovers, rebounding, and then coming at you downhill. Obviously, early on in this game, it's been Auburn, but those last two possessions for LSU, I can't tell you how big they are to kind of slow this roll down that Auburn's on, and hopefully they can make a couple baskets and do some things to get themselves back in this game.
It's a 6-0 run for LSU, which it doesn't feel like a massive number, but when you were trailing 18-1, that feels like kind of a big deal.
It feels like 16-0, the way this game started for them offensively.
They trailed by 17, down 18-1, but that's not anything that is new for LSU. Just new against this good of a team. Will Wade was concerned about his team digging themselves a hole early. Tipped away. So it was all Auburn for the first 12 minutes of this ball game. LSU got a three from Mwani Wilkinson, and then the veteran Darius Days hits a big shot from the wing. LSU trying to climb back in it.
My hygienist cleans with a round head. So does my Oral-B. My hygienist personalizes my cleaning. So does my Oral-B.
Oral-B delivers the wow of a professional clean feel every day.
With DirecTV Stream, I can get live TV and on demand anywhere. Look, Serena Williams, Matrix. Serena, Matrix. Serena, Matrix.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
Woo! Papa John's just took their fresh, never frozen dough and hand stretched it New York style. So you can fold it or not. I ain't gonna lie though, I fold it. Get a New York style pizza from Papa John's.
Time to make your space a little more you. And a little less, well, definitely not you. Joybird.com gives you over 18,000 ways to customize your furniture and make your space your own. With fun colors, bold styles, and modern designs that bring joy to your space. Go to Joybird.com to save 30% during our After Christmas sale. Plus, get free design specialist styling.
If you want a great team, you need natural-born leaders, some tough cookies, and a few who do anything to win. Find a group like that, you've got one hell of a team.
Get a free mesothelioma book from mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. That's why we offer this free book.
Call toll-free at 1-800-300-9814.
These folks don't have time to go to the post office. They use Stamps.com. All the services of the post office, only cheaper. Get a 4-week trial plus postage and a digital scale. Go to Stamps.com/try and never go to the post office again.
At touchofmodern.com, we always surprise, excite, inspire.
So scan the QR code to discover a constantly changing collection of products that are never ordinary, never mundane, and never in a million years what you'd expect to see or imagined you'd ever have. Here's to the thrill of discovering the next exceptional and unexpected product. Check it all out at touchofmodern.com.
LSU appears to have weathered the early storm. I don't know if you want the identity of your team to be the ability to come back from deficits. It means you trail and maybe don't play great out of the gate. But this is not new for LSU. They trailed by 17 tonight. You see, down by 15 to Georgia Tech earlier this year. Had a 31-point swing in that game. They trailed in Shreveport a couple of weeks ago to Louisiana Tech by 13. Won it by 9. It's not an ideal way, Joe Klein, to go about things, but at least you know you've got some comeback in you.
Hey, at least you can sit there and say, we've been there before, but you haven't been there before with a team like Auburn in this environment. But again, you have the confidence that if we hang in there and get some stops and keep attacking downhill, we can turn this.
And you get the attack downhill there from Xavier Pinson. Will Wade told us that they script the first 2 offensive sets coming out of every single timeout. So what you were just talking about, Joe, same thing that Will Wade was thinking in that break. We got to get going downhill.
Well, how do you stop runs? How do you stop the momentum of a crowd? If you come out there and you keep just firing up threes and firing up threes, you're pouring gasoline on the fire. You change momentum by getting to the free throw line, getting 1 or 2 stops in a row, making the other team defend for multiple passes at the defensive end, and then you slowly can gain your confidence, stem the tide, and get back in the game. And the last couple of minutes has been a much better and much more of what we have seen from the LSU Tigers so far this year.
And probably need a guy like Xavier Pinson, who's seen just about everything there is to see in this league, to kind of lead the charge. He and Darius Days. Pinson, the transfer from Missouri, scored in double figures each of the last 2 seasons for the Missouri Tigers. Here's Tari Eason on the drive, and he gets the roll. And all of a sudden, LSU is within 7, Joe.
Got a little bit of press going. Got Auburn shooting the ball quickly. Auburn's not knocking them down. They're turning the tide on them.
Can you say that about an Auburn team in Alabama?
Yeah, that's going to get, that's not.
You're in trouble for that one. Jabari Smith from deep. And he gets the 3 to go. That's the 4th triple attempt from Jabari Smith. First one he's gotten to fall.
He shoots that so effortlessly. I mean, that's why you hear the KD comparison. I mean, I don't know that he's that good. I mean, you always worry throwing a kid into that category, but that's what you see from KD. You see the effortless one bounce, raise up with that length, and just the smooth stroke.
Pinson working against KD Johnson on the drive, and he draws the foul. This was Eason getting the bucket in transition, and then quickly the other way, Jabari Smith.
And it's just like the smoothness. I mean, it's just effortless and the rhythm. And it's 6'10". That's a 6'10" guy doing that. I mean, that's not a shooting guard. I mean, that's a guy that has got great length and just the ease and the height of that shot is. You know, it's KD. It looks like a little bit of KD.
Well, we asked Bruce Pearl about, best comparison for Jabari Smith, and he said it's Kevin Durant. Understanding that Kevin Durant is probably the best 6'10" jump shooter on planet Earth. And,
yeah, maybe ever.
and asked Bruce Pearl, does Jabari Smith, does he shy away from those comparisons? He said, not really, but he doesn't care about them either. He said he's just trying to be the best version of Jabari Smith, not worried about who he's compared to or where he's projected in the draft.
That's refreshing, very refreshing, and makes me feel good because that's a heck of a burden to have to carry if you're 18 years old.
Shot clock at 5. Tough contested shot, an offensive foul. Zep Jasper gave the flex. I think he thought he had an and one. You see his reaction, but instead a charge.
Yeah, just a great job standing in there taking the hit. But again, you're not making the defense move. I mean, these are elite defensive teams. It's going to be very, very hard for you over 40 minutes to just bring the ball up, make a pass, and stand there and dribble for a couple seconds and just take a guy off the dribble. I mean, these teams are very aware defensively. They crowd you. You got to get that ball moving.
I think it was Eric Gaines that took the charge there. He was still, and he was outside of the restricted area. Kind of looked funny, though, because he was turned a little sideways. Bruce Pearl didn't like the call, and Zep Jasper couldn't believe he got that call. Now you get an offensive foul on the other end for LSU. Tomorrow we keep on bowling. 4 more games on ESPN and the app featuring these 3 right now. Old rivals meeting in game number 1 at 11:30 Eastern. North Carolina and South Carolina, the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Then Tennessee takes on Purdue in the TransPerfect Music City Bowl, followed by the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Wisconsin and Arizona State in the nightcap. All of those available, of course, on the app. That one deflected or just a turnover? It's going to be a turnover for Auburn, so LSU basketball going the other way. Auburn was trying to sell that one as being deflected, but pass got away from Jalen Williams.
We've always talked about a team finding its rhythm offensively. It looks like LSU has found their rhythm defensively. Really starting to get some deflections, being able to contest some things, do what has made them 12-0 and undefeated team, one of the most underrated teams in the country.
Efton Reed draws the foul. That one's going to go against Walker Kessler. First on Kessler. Bruce Pearl and Vlad Boyard-Tadal talking on the sideline.
What do you think they're talking about, Richard?
That was a begrudging thumbs up from Bruce Pearl. It's like, okay, I got it, thumbs up. Efton Reed, just 5 of 8 from the free throw line this season, and he missed the first.
Yeah, that's one stat when I was looking at this kid. I mean, he's very impressive when you watch him on tape, his ability to move, but then and his touch, but the free throw attempts for a guy his size and playing the minutes he's played, that's definitely an area where he's got to get some improvement in.
Reed missed them both, and Kessler comes away with the rebound. LSU fortunate that Tari Eason didn't pick up a foul there. 8-point lead for Auburn. Tigers led by as much as 17. They were ahead 18-1 to start the game. This one swatted away inside as Lior Berman trying to work his magic in the paint once again.
Much better ball movement by Auburn in that possession. Got it going side to side. Need a little bit of better finish from Berman.
Shot clock winding down. Fade away at the buzzer. Won't go, and the rebound to Eason of LSU. Closing in on the 4-minute mark in the first half. Tough contested drive by Gaines, and he draws the foul.
Well, things have really flipped in the fact that early on it was Auburn beating their man off the dribble, Auburn getting in transition, Auburn having LSU on their heels. Now all of a sudden the last 6-7 minutes the script is flipped in that it seems like Auburn's the ones trying to react to the downhill drives, the ones that are fouling, the ones that are getting into low shot clock situations and allowing LSU to get out in transition.
Tari Eason will get a break. Second free throw coming up for Eric Gaines. Makes 1 of 2. LSU 7 of 11 from the line They trail it by 7 with 4 minutes to play in the first half. Williams just flips it up off the backboard, kind of caught himself in no man's land. Shot clock did not reset, but Auburn keeps the possession. Shot clock down to 5. Green on the drive. Tough shot, won't go.
Another low shot clock situation. Great defense by LSU.
Gaines on the drive again, and he's fouled by Walker Kessler. This crowd early was doing nothing but cheering. Now they're doing nothing but booing. Free throws for LSU when we come back.
Not all 5G networks are created equal.
You're simply the best.
T-Mobile, America's largest, fastest, most reliable 5G network.
With Early Paycheck, you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days earlier. That's another reason banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than this.
Well, honey, which one are you going to open up first? That one! No way!
Yep, even easier than that. Plus, with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
When you power your immune system with mega food supplements, everyday moments are revealed in a new light. Because when you feel healthy, your world is more vibrant than ever. It's why we craft our high-quality immune supplements by pairing vitamins and minerals with real food and herbs. Power your immune system and illuminate your health with C Defense gummies, zinc tablets, and more from Mega Food.
At Domino's, we're giving away $50 million in surprise frees instead of surprise fees like other delivery apps. When you order delivery online, you could be surprised with free lava cakes, free stuffed cheesy bread, free pizza, or more.
Oh my goodness!
Our journey at Continental has taken us down many roads. And when we first started, they weren't even paved. For more than 150 years, we've worked hard to earn your trust. From the trail to the racetrack and beyond. The Continental mark in all its forms stands for confidence. Confidence you trust. Continental Tire.
All right, here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me?
That's got to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
Seth, Von Zubin coming up on the E-Trade halftime report. SEC-wise, we buying the Cats, the Hogs, the Gators. We'll break it down. Fonz, it took more than 10 minutes for LSU to score a basket. They've sort of turned the game a little bit.
Well, LSU's not a good three-point shooting team, and they were just content with just lobbing up threes there early, 2 for 14 from three. But then all of a sudden, they start to attack and get downhill, get out in transition. That's where they're at their best.
These are two elite defensive teams. Two teams that are long, athletic, get up and underneath you, make you react to them. Hey, you guys on site, that's going to be a heck of a rest of this game. Enjoy it, because this is going to be a fun call.
All right, Zubin, thanks a lot. Free throws for LSU, trying to make this a 5-point game. They trailed 18-1, down 17 right out of the gate on the road in an incredibly different environment. 0 of 16 shooting. Since then, 4 of 6 from the field.
And we
a
talked
couple
about,
of made threes, Joe.
Yeah, we talked about will defense travel, and it has traveled for LSU because it's kept them around in this game. They're, as we see, struggling mightily offensively early in the game, finally get it going a little bit, and instead of being down, 25, 27 points, they're able to make a couple threes and cut it back to 10 to 12, and now they've cut it down to 6.
Auburn has not scored in almost 3.5 minutes. That'll help in a comeback as well. Jabari Smith feeds it to Kessler. Shot clock into single digits. A lot of dribbling. Kessler gets it up with the left hand. How about an offensive rebound for Smith? Kicks it out. KD Johnson too strong with the three. And now LSU. Chance to further cut into the lead. They instead turn it over.
Man,
Johnson
wow.
draws the foul.
There are some athletes on this floor tonight, my man. I mean, they are going up and down, getting after it, scrapping, fighting. There's no quit in any of them. And they come, all these guards, I mean, when they get it, you know where they're going. They're coming at you.
KD Johnson misses the first. 69% free throw shooter on the year.
If I'm correct, Richard, that's about the third possession prior to these free throw attempts by Auburn that they've been in low shot clock situations, just have not been able to get anything with any kind of fluidity offensively. Again, credit to the length and the athleticism of LSU that has finally showed up here in the first half defensively.
2 misses at the line for KD Johnson. So the scoring drought now continues for Auburn. Almost 4.5 minutes without a point for the Auburn Tigers. Xavier Pinson on the drive, had his pocket picked. Now Auburn trying to get it done in transition. The follow there for Dylan Cardwell. Big bucket for Cardwell.
Boy, Richard, does this guy come at you downhill? Look at those hands and the strength. And I mean, Will Wade alluded to it when we talked to him that he has like 18 transition fouls just like this throughout the year. Just was very complimentary of the speed and the strength at which he comes at you, especially in transition.
I said a second ago, bucket for Cardwell. They actually called the foul on Johnson on the drive. It went against Darius Days. So a couple of free throws, and Johnson makes the first after missing 2 just a moment ago. And he gets the second as well. So it's back out to an 8-point lead for Auburn. 2.5 to play in the first half. Xavier Pinson. Floater from the elbow, spins out, tipped around. Wendell Green ends up with it. Give Jabari Smith an assist on that rebound. Smith left alone, lets it fly, and he's off the mark. But an offensive board for Cardwell. That was one area of concern for Will Wade and LSU. Said a couple of the last 2 meetings, Auburn has gotten after them on the offensive glass. There's an offensive foul on Allen Flanagan. It's his second.
Again, when you drive, there's going to be bodies. There's going to be people there. You've got to go in there. Both coaches talked about coming to a jump stop, 2 feet jump stop, and then playing, pivoting, looking for the outlet, looking for the cutter, looking for the shooter. If you keep driving it and driving it, you're driving it into trouble.
That's Auburn's 10th turnover of the game. LSU nearly turned it over. Who touched it last? LSU touched it last. So Auburn steals a possession. How about the play of KD Johnson?
Just quickness, toughness, tenacity. I mean, staying after it. And you think you've got an easy little inbounds pass, and then all of a sudden, he's breathing down your back.
KD Johnson, the former 4-star out of Atlanta. A Georgia freshman. And Jabari Smith gets another one.
Just a beautiful, he loves to play from the elbows. Beautiful little square up, little jab step to get the hands down. And just raises up with that pretty stroke he's got.
LSU's turned it over 3 of their last 4 possessions. Looking for a bucket. Back to a 10-point deficit. They cut it to 6 after trailing by 17 to start the game. Shot clock down to 1. Oh, and Days gets it to fall. What a big shot for Darius Days and LSU.
I don't think that was scripted.
Official's going to take a look just to make sure But Darius Days got that off before the shot clock expired. Senior from Raleigh, Florida, Darius Days.
Yep, you got it.
Should be a quick review, right?
I would think. I mean, I can see it from here in Little Rock, so surely they can see it from there in Auburn.
Count the basket. According to Pat Adams, our lead official tonight, Pat Adams, Bart Lennox, and Vladimir Boyard-Tadal, the officials tonight for the SEC opener. 72 seconds left in what's been a wild but frankly ugly first half. Bruce Pearl perhaps looking into his crystal ball a little bit when we talked to him a couple of days ago. So guys, this one's going to be ugly, right? Don't you think it's going to be ugly?
No doubt. I mean, he saw this one coming. Just two athletically long, gifted teams defensively. It's going to be, every basket's going to be at a premium.
Inside a minute, Auburn +8 in the paint. They lead this game by 7. Ari Smith guarded tightly at the top of the key. Shot clock down to 5, down to 3. Spinner in the lane won't go. And what do we got? Jump ball, possession, arrow to Auburn. Wendell Green and Eric Gaines tied up on that one.
Great possession defensively by LSU. If they could have just come down with that and got the ball and gone up and got the last shot, potentially cutting it to 3. I mean, potentially cutting it to 4 or 5. I mean, what a half. They would have to go in on cloud 9, being down 5 after the start they had.
Smith inside the free throw line, and he is fouled. Tari Eason.
And that's what makes him so tough. I mean, you have to honor that ball fake. You have to honor that shot fake because it's lethal. So it doesn't get Eason up in the air, but it gets him leaning. It gets him reacting just a little bit, and then he has the ability to put it on the floor and create a little space and then raise up. I think that's what, when you look at, again, the comparisons to KD, that's what KD does. He gets you up in the air, 1 dribble, 2 dribble, left or right, and raises up with that length, and you're either going to foul him or he's going to get a point-blank shot.
Jabari Smith has been fully enjoying the college experience. It's likely to only last a year for him, and he's okay with that. You look up watching the Iron Bowl, Auburn hosting Alabama this year. There you've got Jabari Smith in the middle of the student section. It's not uncommon to bump into him in the cafeteria on campus. He is enjoying being an Auburn Tiger. He also is going to enjoy an exciting summer where he is projected to be a top 5 pick. It's the free throws, 9-point lead for Auburn.
For him, it'll be the best year of his life. For others like me, this is the best 10 years of my life. Only 5, Richard.
There you go. You take what you need to get it done. Shot clock winding down. It's at 5. Xavier Pinson kicks it off. Gaines, ball fake. Deep 3 on the way. Won't go. Smith with the rebound. Auburn with a chance to get it to double digits going into the break. Jabari Smith, yes, at the buzzer. And Auburn will lead by 11 at the half.
Wow, what a play. What composure to know what to do. And then at 6:10 to get this rebound and calmly go up to the floor and shoot it. Just look at this composure. The ball handling, knowing where he is. 1-2, hop, money.
That's a pro play from Jabari Smith. Auburn led 18-1 to start. They lead by 11 at the break. It wasn't always beautiful, but it was entertaining. Let's send you to the studio. Zubin, take it away.
Richard, thank you. E-Trade Halftime Report is underway. Seth Greenberg, LaFonso Ellis alongside. Let's start with Purdue, the nation's number 3 team, who, Fonz, had really no problem with Nichols at Mackey.
No, this is the most efficient offense in the country that shoots 40% from the three-point line. Zach Edey was absolutely magnificent on the interior. When you play Purdue, you got to take away their inside game, or allow them to be able to knock down three-point shots. This Nichols team did neither. 14 made threes in this game. Zach Edey went for 21.
And those two big guys combined for 30, 16, and 12 assists. And Michigan State, no Marcus Bigham due to COVID. No Max Christie, 3-time Rookie of the Week in the Big Ten. No problem. Gabe Brown was 6 for 9 for the three-point line, which is huge. And then Joey Hauser gets 17 and 11 rebounds. More importantly, Michigan State only turned it over 8 times today. They take care of the basketball. They're 10th in the country. They might end up being even better than that.
We'll wait to see. 81-68. Hauser, the transfer. Christie, the 5-star freshman. Big East, the Hall. Providence will start it out early on. Fonz, Nate Watson, easy to.
And Nate Watson is just a monster on the interior. 9 in this game in the first half. But for them to be as good as they need to be with Providence, he's got to get some guys to knock down shots from the perimeter. Noah Holtler with 4 made threes here in the first half.
And the Friars lead by 9 as they hit the half. Welcome inside the E-Trade Halftime Report. Colloquially speaking, Fonz in the box. Seth Greenberg,
Fonz in the box, but he's still with us.
He's still with us in spirit. All right, so go out of the box here. Fonz, what are you seeing from the first half?
Yeah, I thought an Auburn team did a great job defensively of switching, especially 1 through 4, and that really forced LSU to settle into some three-point shots. They were 2 of 14 in the first half, but then all of a sudden Auburn started to take some quick contested shots, which allowed LSU to get out in transition. And then the half court, Xavier Pinson's got to put that basketball on the floor, get to the front of the rim. They were able to do that, get fouled as well. That's the formula if they want to win this game here in the second half.
I was blown away by Auburn's defense, their ability to defend the ball one-on-one. They don't have to double the post because, Walker Kessler, he's a human backboard. All right, you can't score over him. You can play the post one-on-one. That means you can stay home on the perimeter. Really good job right there. Walker Kessler walls up. He's averaging 5.3 block shots in the last 3 games. Had 3 in the first half. He can defend the ball one-on-one so everyone else on the perimeter can stay home and then to close out on balance. And when they create turnovers, they can get out in transition. They're active. They're alert. They're in gaps. They are relentless defensively. Walker Kessler, once again, one-on-one, 7'5" wingspan, contested shot, enables them to get out in transition. How connected this Auburn defense was. What did it do? It forced LSU to be a jump shooting team. That's not who they are. They were 3 for 16 from the three-point line, and they were contested threes. LSU continues to shoot that 3. Auburn's going to have a win.
Kessler, the transfer from North Carolina, on the way. We buying or selling Kentucky right now, along with the other powers in the SEC, and we'll look ahead to a powerhouse matchup that follows the game you're watching between Tennessee and Alabama. All that and more when the E-Trade Halftime Report continues.
This Halftime Report is presented by E-Trade. Stop waiting. Start investing.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order?
Can I get 2 patty melts?
Melting the cheese. Order up.
Sonic patty melt.
The Solo Stove Bonfire is the hottest new reason to get outside. With its signature 360 airflow design, firewood gets just the right amount of oxygen. And since it's easy to light, it gets going fast. It's America's favorite smokeless fire pit for a reason. Bonfire is made for when those good moments become lasting memories. Save $10 using promo code TV10 at solostove.com.
The lasting cologne scent of Old Spice Dynasty helps get you off your couch and into the driver's seat.
So at AT&T, everyone gets our best deals.
Aren't others doing that?
Others say that, but not everyone gets the best deal. Like, what if I give you a lollipop? Then I give you our best lollipop.
That's not fair.
At AT&T, we think it's only fair that all customers get our best deals. And you get a choice of plans.
She said everyone.
It's not complicated. Only AT&T gives both new and existing customers our same best deals, like up to $1,000 off our most popular smartphones.
They say your time will come. Well, who's got time for that? He doesn't. Neither do they. So whose time is it?
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. My firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, hundreds of people with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them. We have local offices throughout the U.S. and there is no risk to you. Mesothelioma really is all we do. Call us at 1-800-500-6313. That's 1-800-500-6313. Or go to mesobook.com.
No one can deliver your mom's homemade short ribs. For starters, your mom doesn't have a restaurant. If she did, it would be impossible to get in. She'd become famous overnight. She'd get talked into franchising everything. And at that point, it wouldn't really taste like your mom's short ribs. No one can deliver your mom's homemade short ribs. That's why Instacart helps deliver the ingredients. Visit instacart.com or download the app to get free delivery on your first order.
Welcome back to the E-Trade Halftime Report.
We're back. Cats back in action against Mizzou and Fonz. Kentucky raced out to a quick start. Mizzou fought back. Kentucky back in control.
No doubt about it. With Severe Wheeler, his ability to transfer from Georgia, his ability to be able to get out in transition, put so much pressure on your transition defense, and Oscar Tshiebwe, one of the best rebounders in the country.
Indeed. I want to mention on Friday when High Point plays Kentucky, they're going to put Tubby's name up in the rafters, only the fourth Kentucky coach to be there.
Wow.
Rupp, Joby Hall,
Nice.
Patino, and Tubby Smith from coach to coach.
So well deserved.
Oh, incredible.
Tubby Smith not only was a great coach, but he was a developer of young people. And he turned young people into men. And, you know, Tubby, the best there is. Won everywhere he was, but more importantly, the lives he impacted were far greater than the games that he won. And, yeah, this Kentucky team, I'm buying. They beat in transition. They can defend. They can turn you over. And, oh, by the way, they can rebound the ball a little bit.
No question about it. By the way, for those young enough, Tubby took him to the 1998 championship. A lot of good memories flooding back when High Point gets to Lexington on Friday. On the way, we'll take a look at the second half of our double dip. We'll see if LSU can fight back down double digits against Auburn. Back with more of the E-Trade Halftime Report next.
At Hilton, check in, choose your room, and unlock your door, all in the Hilton app, thus preserving the rarest of species, the sleeping toddler. Book our family of brands at Hilton.com. To new memories, Hilton.
With DirecTV Stream, I can get live TV and on demand anywhere. Look, Serena Williams, Matrix. Serena, Matrix. Serena, Matrix.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
I gotta know who oven baked my bacon. Who did it? Tyler. Come on over here, man.
Oh, wow. Ow. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
You may think every weather app is the same until you see WeatherBug over-deliver on so many layers. With millions of 5-star reviews and more free map layers than any other weather app, WeatherBug warns you with local winter weather alerts, keeps you prepared with hourly rain and snowfall rates, as well as real-time and future radar to track winter storms, plus road conditions, routes, and cameras for your commute. Don't get caught unaware and out in the cold. Be prepared with WeatherBug. Used by over 10 million and counting. Download the WeatherBug app today for free.
Do you suffer from sore, aching muscles and stiffness from working out and exercising? Or from normal everyday activities? Now, you can enjoy the relaxing, pain-relieving benefits of deep tissue massage right in your own home with the High Impact Pro Massage Gun. Using the clinically proven science of percussion therapy, the revolutionary High Impact Pro allows you to target areas of your body with precisely calibrated pulses of pressure that reach deep into the tissues and muscles in your body. Comparable massage guns sell for as much as $500, but you can get your High Impact today for just $59.99, and we will include the fork head, round head, bullet head, and flat head with your order. But that's not all. We will even ship your entire order absolutely free. That's right, the High Impact, the 4 interchangeable heads, and free shipping. All for less than $100. Don't wait. Order your High Impact Pro today.
This halftime report is presented by E-Trade. Stop waiting. Start investing.
Fingers crossed it all happens with everything happening this week with bowl cancellations. The college football playoff semifinals on ESPN Friday. Alabama, Cincinnati, Michigan, and Georgia, Arlington, and Miami, respectively. What to watch for? T-Town, Fonz, Tennessee, Alabama up after we're done on the Plains.
Super freshman Kennedy Chandler is going to have to be really good. He's their leading scorer at 14 points a game, but only 15 points total in their 2 losses. He's got to be really good tonight against Alabama.
The Tennessee's going to defend. They're an elite defensive team. In their losses, they're 11 for 68 from the three-point line. They got to be strong with the ball and see if John Fulkerson can score in the post.
Fulkerson coming off a great game in his own right, 24 years old. On the way, second half. It's a double-digit lead. LSU put themselves in a hole early. Can they climb out, or can this raucous crowd get it done? At Auburn, this has been the E-Trade Halftime Report. Second half's on the way.
A heart attack? Do they have life insurance?
No.
But we have life insurance. John.
I'm trying to find something we can afford.
Fortunately, in only a few minutes, SelectQuote found John a $500,000 policy for only $29 a month. And his wife Anne a $500,000 policy for only $21 a month. Go to SelectQuote.com now and get the insurance your family needs
at a price you can afford. SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
The moment you order the world's most delicious snacks from Nuts.com, something truly magical happens. Freshness. Your choice of fresh nuts, dried fruits, sweets, and treats are hand-selected from our kitchen. Freshly roasted to perfection or freshly baked, freshly dipped, freshly seasoned, or freshly popped. Packaged fresh, and Nuts.com delivers this yumminess super fast with free shipping. Nuts.com. Fresh snacks from our kitchen to yours.
We built the Redfin app to help you win, with every detail designed to get you into your dream home fast. Our listings update every 5 minutes, so you can get alerts on your phone every time a new home hits the market. Schedule a tour when it works for you, even the same day, and see homes before other buyers. You can even find a local Redfin agent right in the app to help you close the deal. In the housing market, every second counts. Find your next home fast with the Redfin app.
There's always been something special in Auburn. It gets into your very soul and never leaves you, ever. This past year reminded us what we're made of. It's what moves us upward. It's what moves us forward. It's what has always been and what will always be in Auburn. Learn more at auburn.edu.
Have you ever seen a stock that went through the roof and thought, if only I knew about it? Well, get in the know and join the Motley Fool, where everyday investors just like you get stock picks from a team of market-beating stock pickers. Their average return is over 600%, more than 4 times the return of the S&P 500. Get stock picks every month at the special new member price of just $79 for your first year. Don't look back and say, I wish I knew about that one. Join at fool.com/79.
An electric guitar that hits all the right notes. Extraordinary. A coffee tea alarm clock that wakes up your senses. Unreal. A QR code that lets you explore and revel in a curated selection of the world's most unique and unexpected tech, fashion, home, and adventure items. Wondrous. Open your phone's camera, scan the code, and discover all that awaits you at touchofmodern.com.
You're watching the SEC on ESPN. Charles Barkley immortalized in bronze outside of Auburn Arena. Auburn leading it by 11 over LSU. For LSU, I guess it could have been worse. They trailed 18-1 to start the game. They cut it to 6, and then it's a double-digit halftime deficit. Alongside Joe Klein, Richard Cross with you. I mean, as bad a start as you could draw up, Joe, for LSU, then they kind of got things going, especially on the defensive end.
They sure did. They finally got some active hands going. They got some deflections. They got some late shot clock shots by Auburn that turned into transition. They were able to get going downhill a little bit, and that helped them get some easy baskets, helped them get it to where they got a little more comfortable, knocked down 2 threes in a row pretty much out of transition, and it kind of got them back into a flow a little bit. But early on, this big guy right here, Kessler, I mean, he was causing major problems. The 0-16 start from before for LSU was a major problem, and most of it was because of him. And then early on, Smith struggled, but later in the half, he kind of closed it. I mean, Kessler started the game, Jabari closed it and made some just beautiful shots, and you could see towards the end of the half why he has all the accolades that he has.
Walker Kessler, 6 points, 3 blocks. Jabari Smith finished 3 of 7 shooting. Smith from behind the arc, 1 of 5. Move that he made to go defensive rebound, bring it into the open court. Little crossover to get open for a jumper to end the half. Big time play from Jabari Smith, and you kind of see why scouts are so impressed with Jabari Smith. Strong move inside, but another block by Kessler. That is his 4th of the game, and that's a little bit better than his average, but Auburn turns it over. A backcourt violation, and that is absolutely an unforced error for Auburn right out of the gate to start the second half.
To start the half, you get a great offensive possession here by LSU. I mean, you get a downhill drive, you get him to help, but his ability to help and then recover, that makes you look like a really, really good coach when a guy can do stuff like that. I mean, he can stop the penetration, take a step, and then block the shot.
Auburn fans obviously not pleased with the call. You saw Bruce Pearl talking with his bench, and one of his assistants telling him, yeah, I think it was the right call. Here's Xavier Pinson into the lane, floater, left it short, and Kessler pulls down the rebound.
That's the shot he's going to have to make if they're going to have any chance.
Zep Jasper off the screen from Smith, gets a little space. Now Jasper straight on 3. No. And the rebound goes to Eric Gaines.
Again, not the possession you want. And a little turnabout is fair play here. LSU committing the same turnover that Auburn did just a minute ago, but the shot by Jasper is just not the shot you want. You don't need that shot. You can get that shot whenever you want. Now, if you're on fire, you're feeling it, things are going your way, absolutely. But to start the half and not get any kind of ball penetration, no touches for Smith or Kessler or anybody else, not a good shot.
Either team really taking advantage of the turnovers from the other team. LSU 3 points off of 11 Auburn turnovers, 7 off of 10 for Auburn and LSU. Flanagan gets some space, 15-footer with the shot clock winding down, and he gets the friendly roll.
And you see that possession there. You see the movement, the inside out, the penetration, the kick. That's how you have a chance against an elite defensive team. Make them work.
There he stays. Can't get the 3 to go from behind the arc. Darius Days, 2 of 6 in the game. Open look for Gaines, and he can't buy one. That's 21 straight missed threes for Eric Gaines.
LSU is not an elite three-point shooting team. I think those shots right there put them right at around 20 attempts for the game and only 22 minutes of play. Way too many threes for LSU.
This was Flanagan with the friendly roll on the offensive end. Will Wade and the LSU staff believe that Gaines is a better three-point shooter than he's showing. He's now just 3 of 29 on the season, below 10%. Wow. And a foul there. But Jabari Smith draws the contact.
Clever. Clever move. I mean, he feels the hands extended, does a little rip in the sweep, maybe jumps into him a little bit, but clever.
Jabari Smith's dad, Jabari Smith Sr., played at LSU. Jabari grew up right outside of Atlanta, went to Sandy Creek High School, and we actually talked with Bruce Pearl. He said, look, we've been on this guy for a really long time, since he was a freshman in high school. And when we talked to Will Wade, he said, yeah, we recruited Jabari. He said, but we got on him at the end of his sophomore year, a year and a half after Auburn started recruiting him, he said, tip your hat to Bruce Pearl. They did a great job recruiting this kid. And he is showing you how smooth he can be.
Now that's the world of recruiting these days. You get on a kid at the end of his sophomore year and you're considered late. Things have changed.
Efton Reed went to the bench after his third foul. Pinson, some contact in the lane. He's able to draw the foul. Jabari Smith, senior. He was at the arena well before the game started tonight. Former pro, played at LSU 2 years, 98, 99, and then the 99, 2000 season. Averaged 17 and 11 in his time in Baton Rouge. Went to Sacramento with the 45th pick of the 2000 draft. Played with the 76ers and the Nets. And we saw a moment ago, Kwame Brown is Jabari Smith's cousin, the former #1 overall pick. That was the first foul on Jabari Smith. Pinson, a couple of free throws. Now the turnover won't go. Follow won't go. And there's another block. Kessler gets another one. LSU keeps the possession alive. Pinson into the corner. Now Pinson for three. He's knocked down. Actually, it's an offensive foul.
Kicked his legs.
Got the kick out.
Again,
well, that's a tough foul because that's his third.
Yeah, I mean, and again, don't like how this half starting for LSU. They're trying to catch up like in one possession. They've got to get stops, get to the free throw line, get some offensive rebounds. Got to get Kessler moving a little bit defensively. He's just parked there under the rim. I mean, he's there just putting a lid on the basket. They got to get something out of their pressure defense and get this game going up and down so where they can get to the basket maybe before Kessler can get back into play.
Just joining us, Auburn led by 17 right out of the gate. It was 18-1 to start. LSU climbed all the way back in it, cut it to 6 as Auburn turns it over. An 11-point halftime lead for Auburn. Xavier Pinson on the drive, and he draws a foul again.
And that's how you got to do it, Richard. I mean, you got to get stops. I mean, you got to hunker down. This is what we are. We're an elite defensive team. We got to get stops, and then we got to get some stuff like this, going to the hole in the open floor. Playing against this set half-court defense tonight has really had no effect, had no results. Everything that they've been able to accomplish has been through transition, through their pressure defense, through their press. They've got to really turn that up here in the second half.
7 points for Xavier Pinson, all 7 of them from the free throw line. 0 of 5 shooting, 0 of 3 from behind the arc. And he misses his first one from the line. So now 7 of 8 from the stripe. Maybe a turnover there. Auburn able to keep it alive.
There you go. Get your playmaker. Get him a touch. Get him involved. Get the ball moving.
Johnson kicks it out. He finds Flanagan on the wing. Long two. Had his toe on the line, but Flanagan buries that one from deep.
Just a little penetration makes things so much better. And then the casual turnover by LSU. And these are the turnovers that we saw at Georgia Tech and early on in Louisiana Tech. Those 2 games where they fell behind early, the casualness of these turnovers are the things that are driving Will Wade crazy. But just a great find by K.D. Johnson. Nice composure by Al Flanagan to knock down a nice-looking J.
Green finds Johnson and now Flanagan. Jabari Smith trying to post. He had a size mismatch down low with Eric Gaines. Oh, deep three. Won't go, but a bump and free throws coming for Wendell Green Jr. He's got 3 of them when we come back. 15:45 to play. Auburn in front by 14.
At Domino's, we're giving away $50 million in surprise frees instead of surprise fees like other delivery apps. When you order delivery online, you could be surprised with free lava cakes, free stuffed cheesy bread, free pizza, or more.
Oh my goodness!
Sarah, you said you were buying a car today.
Dad, it's 4 a.m.
Yeah, I stayed up and crunched all the numbers.
I already used Capital One Auto Navigator. I found my car online and got pre-qualified instantly.
Oh, online, honey, now that can affect your credit score.
It didn't, Dad. Then I got my real rate and monthly payment. Now I just need to head to the dealership for a test drive and purchase.
Sounds easy.
Yeah, it is.
Well, since we're both up, who wants French toast? What's in your wallet?
Can I ask you a question? Am I out of focus?
You're fine.
Yeah, but I'm all blurry.
Well, you're supporting cast.
What?
The camera's focus is drawing the audience's attention to this scene's most important character. Me.
So by shifting the focus, now you're blurry and I'm sharp.
It appears so.
Guess that makes me more important than you.
No, it doesn't.
Welcome to the McLaren Formula One Q&A. Does anyone have any questions?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, Zach. Can we meet Lando?
Can we bring Lando on stage?
Hi, everyone. It's Lando.
It's Lando.
Lando, who has the best fans? England, Germany, or France?
I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's put up a poll.
Come on, England.
Germany.
With WebEx, McLaren F1 team fans get even closer.
Let's go racing.
Introducing the WebEx Suite, driving hybrid work.
As a DJ, I know all about customization. That's why I love Liberty Mutual. They customize my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need.
How about a throwback?
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
I would want this Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap to wrap myself up in and keep me warm.
I'll do the same thing. I'm gonna warm up my little tortilla blanket.
Tortilla blanket, I like that. Sonic, Fritos Chili Cheese Junior Wrap.
I'm already gonna have the spots on it. You already know what I mean?
When you power your immune system with Mega Food supplements, everyday moments are revealed in a new light. Because when you feel healthy, your world is more vibrant than ever. It's why we craft our high-quality immune supplements by pairing vitamins and minerals with real food and herbs. Power your immune system and illuminate your health with C Defense gummies, zinc tablets, and more from Mega Food.
Coming up next, the second game of our Hoops doubleheader. Number 19, Alabama hosting number 14, Tennessee at Coleman Coliseum. Is that Charles Barkley actually doing that? A little Rubik's Cube action there.
First of all, he's been on a great weight program here recently, and Charles wouldn't. That's definitely not Charles, because he wouldn't know that that's a square or a circle, let alone a Rubik's Cube, and he definitely couldn't work.
I'm assuming you're just jealous because that was not a Joe Klein Phoenix Suns jersey, right?
Well, those are collector's items. And believe me, there's only one, and I got it.
So Alabama with a 16-game home winning streak. News out of Tuscaloosa, where tonight Alabama and Tennessee will play. Mike Wilson with the Knoxville News-Sentinel reporting that both Kennedy Chandler and John Fulkerson are out tonight for Tennessee in their game against Alabama. He tweeted that both tested positive for COVID-19 after returning from Christmas break. And so that is a huge, huge deal for the Tennessee Vols tonight as they try to get one on the road against the Alabama Crimson Tide. Green with the free throws out of the timeout, and it is back to a 17-point lead. 41-24 looks a little different than 18-1, but the margin the same.
You've gotten yourself back to the same situation now. You got to get good looks every time down the floor, which that is right there, good downhill drive. And now you got to get stops and rebounds. And you got to creep back into this thing like you did in the first half.
Lob swatted away. Good defensive play inside there by Efton Reed. And now LSU in transition. What a jam for Tari Eason.
They have to do this. That's their best offense against this great half-court Auburn defense has been transition. Transition points, transition shots.
Flanagan from the corner. LSU got loose with the ball, nearly turned it over, and then Pinson got away with the travel. Pinson on the drive, off the glass. That's 6 in a row for LSU, and just like that, they're back within 11.
Pinson's looking at Green and just saying, you can't guard me. I'm going to drive you right into this lane, and I'm going to shoot right up over you.
Xavier Pinson now in double figures with 11 points. All the way. How about the scoop in the reverse for Wendell Green?
Little loop-de-loo there, man. That was nice. Looked like he was going to be smothered and covered, as Robert Parrish used to say, when he would every now and then abruptly block my shot. But, man, what a great move coming up and under. Great pass by Pinson. Again, attacking downhill, and again, just going right at him. Getting that shoulder on him, getting that contact. And then here, block. Nope. I'm over here. Nice shot there, man.
Auburn by 13. Pinson into the lane again. This time the scoop won't go. Offensive rebound and a putback for Efton Reed.
Again, Pinson causes the big man to help. Efton Reed is there to clean up the rebound, but again, all created by Pinson continually here in the last 3 or 4 minutes, getting deep dribble penetration.
Now this time on LSU as Green knocked to the floor on the drive.
And Richard, these guards, they can come, both teams just, they come at you hard downhill. If you're late on a rotation, if you're late on a hedge, if you don't communicate, I mean, you are going to be in serious trouble defensively because they will get the ball deep.
Turnover by Auburn. Guys not on the same page. Efton Reed had to go to the bench for LSU. That was his 4th foul with 13 and a half minutes to play. Xavier Pinson goes right to the rim again. Xavier Pinson has said, I'm just going to put it on my shoulders and we'll see what happens.
We saw a little of this in spurts when he was at Missouri. He can really get it going downhill, and if he gets that jumper going with it, he's a force.
Eason with the foul. Didn't want to give up the easy bucket there to Cardwell. He'll have to go to the free throw line to earn it. Xavier Pinson now with 13 points in the game. Darius Days gets a warning for flopping. Free throws coming here for Dylan Cardwell. First of the year, Cardwell has not attempted a free throw this season.
He likes his teammates to call him Red.
Okay.
Rebounding, energy, and defense.
Cardwell has a rebound tonight, and he missed his first 2 free throws of the season. Auburn trying to save it in. LSU gets the ball. Down 9, back to single digits. Twice tonight we've seen this, Joe, trailing by 17. They cut it to 6 in the first half, trailing by 17 here in the second half. They have cut it to 9. Pinson way off the mark there. And that's going to be LSU basketball. Oh, it's going to be Auburn ball. I beg your pardon. LSU will get it back.
And you can live with Pinson shooting that 3. It wasn't a good shot. Didn't like it. But what he's done here lately, getting to the rim, has been spectacular.
Open look won't go for Eason.
Just a lot of threes for LSU tonight. They're a 32% shooting team. Auburn's done a great job, especially in the half court, of getting them out of character.
How about that stroke from Kessler? The big man can shoot it from the outside. Walker Kessler.
Boy, he's been impressive. I mean, to talk about the blocks and the blocks, but he's done some things offensively, shot-making-wise, that have been very impressive.
Bruce Pearl talked about that being the next place that Walker Kessler can improve. He's athletic. They're making him. They're forcing him to play more athletic, not to be kind of a plodding center inside, and said when he continues to get better from the outside, they're going to have something. Long three won't go. Offensive rebound. The putback won't go. And it's knocked away by LSU. Chris Moore doing work on the boards. Walker Kessler doing work from deep. Kessler with 9 points in the game. Got the touch from the big man. Fourth made three of the season for Kessler.
What is an overpass? Come on. Question, is that an S or a 5?
I think it's a 5.
I thought so. Frustration loading.
Nobody wants more robot tests, but we could all use more ways to save.
Star latte for Rob Ott or Rob Ott.
Error human.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
Some things can't be tried at home.
Where next?
With Capital One, the possibilities are unlimited. Introducing Venture X, our new class of travel card. Earn 10x miles on hotels and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, plus receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges. Find your where next with Venture X. What's in your wallet?
Take the west side, take on the east. I'ma put him in the cage, never let out go. I hear him chatting, boys. Can't stop for the talking. I hear him chat with the boys. Not so tough, but man's keep walking, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. White girls, better tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Just too sharp with the prize. Better tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Better tell me I'm awesome, yeah. Hot like fire on the pan. If you wanna touch me, please use caution.
This is the move right here. Boom. Boom.
My turn. My bag of chips for your crunch wrap.
I think we have different definitions of sharing.
Next time you can divvy it up.
Wow. So generous.
When Texas A&M put me forward for the SEC Professor of the Year, I was quite honored because I was competing against faculty at these fantastic schools. It was really quite shocking when I won it. I'm proud of everything that I've achieved, but it's largely due to my students. We each contribute intellectually, translating some of those technologies that we've developed to impact society. So to me, this is the top 1 or 2 honors I've ever achieved, and so I'm just really thankful.
Just 2 days away from the college football playoff semifinals on ESPN, Alabama, Cincinnati, then Georgia and Michigan. The SEC Network has Bama and Georgia covered on New Year's Eve for the college football playoff semifinals. Coverage starts at 9 Eastern with Marty and McGee. Then it's SEC Nation. Then we slip in some college hoops. Then back to SEC Nation at 2 Eastern. All of it on the SEC Network and the ESPN app. Shot clock winding down. Auburn leading by 12. Tough floater won't go. Touch last by Auburn. It's LSU basketball headed it the other way.
Good stop, much needed stop again by LSU. How do you get back in it? Get stops, and get to the paint. The paint points were 14-2 Auburn, and now he's been turned to 14-12 Auburn. So again, LSU's got to live in the paint, get some downhill things going, get Kessler involved, and then kick.
Offensive foul. That's they'll call a foul on Auburn. Looked like that was going to be a push-off on Tari Eason, but instead a foul called on Green. A little bit of arm extension there, but they said contact before that happened from Green.
I thought it was a good call.
3 now on Wendell Green Jr. And how about the bucket for Justice Williams? Justin Williams was the first player off the bench tonight for LSU after not playing a second the entire season, and now he's in the scoring column for LSU. The freshman from Philadelphia, Montverde Academy. 10-point game, 10.5 to play. Jabari Smith.
That's so good, Richard. I mean, it's just, he makes it look so easy. I mean, they love ISOing him at the elbow area. A lot of NBA teams, you always see a lot of their elite scorers at the elbow area, but not a lot of them can make shots like that.
Walker Kessler with another block.
This has kind of been the story of the game here recently. Shots like this being made by Jabari Smith. And then Kessler, you think you got something? Nope, you got nothing.
Walker Kessler, 6 blocks tonight. 5th time this year that he's gone for 5 or more. Big 3 from the wing for LSU. That gets it back to 10. Darius Days with his 3rd 3 of the game. All 3 of his makes tonight are from beyond the arc. 9 points for Darius Days.
Got a mismatch. Got Jabari Smith in the post. Just took a long time for him to get it there.
Throwing up a prayer with 2 on the shot clock, and then a foul on Auburn trying to go for the offensive rebound.
Auburn's got to see that mismatch earlier. Jabari Smith was trying to get up to the elbow. They got to just throw that thing up there and let him get it. Trust that he'll go snatch it for you with the athlete that he is. Let him go to work. Doesn't have to be a perfect pass to get it to this guy. I mean, he can go get it. Then let him go to work.
So 3 fouls now on Walker Kessler. Stays in the game with 9:20 to play. Xavier Pinson with the basketball. He's been a big part of LSU kind of getting back into the game. He drives again, and this time he's called for an offensive foul. And that's the 4th on Pinson.
Again, what you see here is the ball stays on the left side of the floor the whole possession. And again, against these teams that are so good and elite defensively, they're going to load that up. And it's going to be hard.